So we learned a lot about like naming the parts and stuff. You have to be really thorough with that. And we also learned, we're just learning like team building skills, working with everybody. It's pretty cool. It's going really well because we all have like pretty diverse skills. So everybody's able to sort of cover all the bases. And I'm really excited for the rest of the build.
So this week I think we really improved on our documentation skills, especially after our guest speaker, Mr. Wasco, on Wednesday. And I think our team is going really well right now. We're like a big assembly line.
I haven't been here for 3 days, but coming back, it looks like a whole new group and very streamlined process, and I'm glad to be back.
Next week we plan on designing some of the features of the sub, the CAD design. So far, I think we haven't been communicating quite as well as I think we should, but I think as we know each other more throughout the semester, communication will get better.
So this week I helped Zach on the computer. We were working on drawings, getting drawings from this new robotics site, and that was not that hard. Just kind of skipped maybe a week of work, and then the guest speakers were really informational. Learned a lot of stuff from them, how to, go about descriptions and getting everything organized, most importantly.
Okay, this week I helped work on the sketches. We're sketching all of the parts out onto one piece of paper, so we have one sheet for everyone to look at when we go into the computers and make an assembly. We're being extra efficient this week. We all split up into little groups and we're all working on different tasks, and it's moving along really well.
We work well as a group, but I mean, we need some more communication skills and we need some better planning in order to expedite the process of us putting together the submersible.
This week I worked on the CAD assemblies and the video editing. And next week I hope to finish the CAD assemblies and continue video editing.
This week I was acting as a media specialist, taking pictures of the guest speakers and videos of the team members for the weekly video update.
Alright, so we came back this week, the first week of February, from kind of a snow break. There was a blizzard and we had no school, but we tried to pick up right where we left off, and we came back to a guest speaker on Monday, Dr. Mike Allen. He has experience in the science field, so he was explaining a lot about scientific research and things like that. And then we had a second guest speaker on Wednesday, Mr. Wasco, who's a systems and configuration manager, so he talked to us a lot about writing procedures and important things to keep in mind when we do that, some things about naming parts and documentation. We also had to come up with team roles this week, so having a project manager, having someone to write everything down and take pictures, someone to make this video, and things like mechanics and designers that will probably come up a little bit later in the process, just so we know, so we have like a little bit of a system to our team. We also finally got to open our box with all the parts in it, very exciting. So we started naming them, we have them all out, and coming up with a system to name those parts so that we know what they are, getting some dimensions, so that we can recreate them in Inventor and have them to kind of play with as we start designing the sub. There's your weekly update.
Top assembly. From there, you break it down into components. This chassis is a separate component. The optics, I guess that's optics, is a separate component. The motor is a separate component.